Guys, last game of the year, so thought let me say thanks for all the support and go over a game against the French. It's the most annoying opening of all, and also because Messi crushed them a couple of days ago. So in the game, we've got Bobby against Benko. Bobby starts off with e4, we get e6, we get d4, so controlling central squares, get d5, so hitting the pawn. Bobby defends with knight to c3, got knight to f6, so some pressure on the pawn, and we get e5, so hitting the knight. So this is the French defense, classical Steinitz variation, ladies and gentlemen. In the game we got knight f to d7, so going back, and Bobby solidifies the center with f4. We get c5, very common move in the French, ladies and gentlemen, just to undermine your pawn center. We get Bobby taking, Benko takes, and then queen going into g4, so also putting some pressure on the g7 pawn. So we get castles, Bobby develops, and we get f5, so hitting the queen goes to h3, and then we get a bishop takes on g1. So the idea here is for Bobby not to be able to castle to the king side, ladies and gentlemen, so a quite annoying move. We get a rook takes and a knight to c5, but this is the bishop is being hit but defended by the queen. So we get Bobby calmly developing a bishop to d2 and a knight to c6. We get knight to b5, ladies and gentlemen, so eyeing the d6 pawn. So this is an outpost, ladies and gentlemen, a concept should all be familiar with. And we get queen to b6, so putting some pressure on the knight, but this is defended by the bishop. We get long castles and a bishop to b7, so long-term pressure on the knight, and the knight jumps into the center, ladies and gentlemen, with drawing first blood like Messi did against the French. Hope you guys watched the game. It was a very tight one. We get knight to a4 and then bishop to b5, so nicely supported there by the knight. You get knight to d4, so now there's a 2-on-1 on the bishop. What to do, ladies and gentlemen? We get a Bobby going in with a Pinaroni, so a bishop to e3, putting the knight to the queen, but we get this knight to e2 with check, ladies and gentlemen. So what to do? So also hitting your g rook, so we get bishop takes. This is a blunder here. The engine actually just wants you to calmly move your king, and life goes on, ladies and gentlemen. So in the game we got a bishop takes on e2, and this very ugly queen takes on b2 with check, because now your pawns are just damaged and you are -4 on the bar, ladies and gentlemen. So Bobby runs, get another check, king to c1, and now we get knight to c3, so hitting the rook moves, and we get knight takes on a2 with check, king moves, and another check, ladies and gentlemen, king to c1, d4, so now hitting the bishop. What to do? Get bishop dropping back. Now we get the rook coming in, joining the party. This is rook f to c8, aligning itself with the king, and we get a bishop supporting the pawn, ladies and gentlemen. We've got knight to a2 with check, Bobby runs, and we get knight going in again, king moves, and now we get the rook coming in, so starting to get extremely scary, ladies and gentlemen. Here we get queen to h4. Not too sure what this does, maybe trying to infiltrate with the queen, but then we get rook to a5, so trying to cheese Bobby on the a file. And now we get the king running, and then h6, ladies and gentlemen. You can see this is a very ugly blunder. There's only one move to win in the position, only one move, which is g4, so trying to blow things up, ladies and gentlemen. And we get takes and takes, and king to h8, ladies and gentlemen. In the position, Bobby goes, oh no, my queen, and Paul Benko resigned in this position, ladies and gentlemen, because for the simple fact that if you take, it's mate in one. Thanks for all the support throughout the year, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a good rest during the holidays, and take care. See you guys in the next one.